how are you today? I'm feeling pretty good, and right now I want to talk about male and female friendships. Whether you are a female or whether you are a male, I believe it is possible for you to have a healthy relationship with somebody of the opposite sex. And here are some points on why I believe that's the case, because I have experience with this, and I have some very healthy friendships with people of the opposite sex. And I have no desire to be in any form of romantic relationship with them. So let's start with intent. So if you think that you can't be in a friendship with a woman, maybe it's because you are attracted to her, first off. You're going in with the intention of wanting a relationship. So that's one. And for example, if you want to just be a friend with somebody, if you want to be a friend with a girl, I think it's entirely possible. Or if you want to be a friend with a guy, it doesn't really matter what gender, if they're the opposite gender is my point. What you gotta do is you gotta go in seeing them as a person. And when you view them as a person with an individual personality, and you like to hang out with them, you like to play games with them, you like to read with them or do whatever you do, think about what are the most fun things that you do with that person. And if the most fun thing that you do with them is maybe cuddle with them or hug them or kind of go for walks and have these long conversations, maybe you should consider being in a relationship with that person. However, if your favorite aspect of that relationship is you like to play video games, you like to hang out, you like to just vibe, maybe you should just be their friend, and that's okay. But also, an important thing about the male and female friendship is boundaries, right? And so typically somebody in that friendship sets boundaries, right? Because there is going to be some sort of tension. If that person is an opposite sex attracted person, they are going to be attracted to your gender. However, that doesn't mean that you can't set boundaries about what you want, and you can both have what you want in that. And a lot of guys that I've spoken to, they're like, well, you can't be in a friendship with a girl, you'll just fall for her. And I'd have to say, have you ever been friends with a married woman before? Because I have, apparently, and it seems to be kind of fun. And I have a good friendship with the guy too, it's great. And it's also, it's about what you want from that relationship. If you want to just have fun, have a good time, and hang out, and that's your intention, you're gonna get that. And you set boundaries, and it can be healthy, is what I'm saying. It can work. And another point of mine is going to be, when you have boundaries, and when they tell you no, that doesn't mean you're being friend-zoned, necessarily. And why do I say that? Because maybe there was no romantic intent from the other party to begin with. And so, like I said, it's all about intent. You go into a relationship, whether it be same sex or opposite sex, and you have an intention. And your intention is going to give you, or it's going to try to get what it wants. And if what you want is a friendship, you can have it, even if that person is of the opposite sex. If they're of the same sex, this applies too. If you are homosexual and you are attracted to the same sex and you want to have a friendship with somebody of the same sex, I believe that is possible too. And you see this portrayed in media a lot. The straight and gay friend. It's pretty much cliche at this point. And so when you see that, don't you think, that if that's possible, then maybe opposite sexes and their friendships could work too. And I'd say from personal experience, it does work, it is possible, and it can function. And I want to encourage people, don't fall victim to a closed mindset. It is possible, I have seen it, and it does function over a long period of time. And so keep that in mind. If you want to be friends with a guy or a gal and they aren't the same gender as you, just keep in mind, maybe do I want to be their friend, or do I want to pursue them and go on a date with them? And be very forward about what you want. Thank you.